Hey there, Taurus. Welcome back to my channel. If you enjoy my readings, please be sure to like and subscribe, as well as leave me a comment and let me know if this reading resonates with you. So, also, if you'd like to become a Patreon, you can go to my Patreon channel. The link is below, and it will allow you to sign up for very minimal cost, monthly payment, and you can choose however much you want. And you will be entered to win a free tarot deck. And let me see. I also have some mandalas that I have recently done, and it didn't actually come out the way I wanted it to, but I really love the crackle effect. I put down some Mod Podge on top of a 3D mandala, and then I put down some white paint, and it kind of looks like it's cracked. So I hope that you'll have to go over to my other channel. I'll leave a link at the end of the video to my other channel so you can go check it out. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this supernatural reading started. So we got the Supernatural Love Narcissist reading. So we're going to do the Supernatural cards first. Whoa! Alright, so our first card is the Queen of Bones, reversed. And the second card is the Seven of Cups. So that's the answer to your question. The Queen of Bones is, so if you haven't already thought about your question, go ahead and think about it, and we're going to pull more than one card for the answer to the question, just in case it doesn't really resonate with what you're looking for. We'll have a couple cards to fill the gaps. Alright, so then your past, for the past, we've got Five of Pentacles, reversed. And for the factors affecting your situation, Meg, reversed, which is the also another 5. So Taurus, have you been having some challenges? Do you feel like you're jumping over hurdles? Alright, because that's what I'm seeing here. Alright, and it also looks like you may need a super geek to help you out. Me? No, I'm just kidding. Just call me girl. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, or my lover also. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a quick look. So for your first card, we've got the Queen of Bones. She looks like she is a force to be reckoned with here. And let's take a quick, some lovers cards and lay them down, and then we'll do the full reading all at once. So the Lovers deck is a DIY deck that I made based on archetypes of different types of men and women who are, you know, certain types of lovers, as well as situations that you find yourself in, types of love situations. And I also looked at a lot of other love tarot card decks just to see like what they consider to be besides archetypes. What do you put in a love deck, right? Because I don't own any love decks, and I live so far in the country that it takes even 200 years to get here. So I haven't gone and bought any love tarot decks. I like to make my own deck and see how I like working with them before I purchase one, and then I'll go from there. Alright, so for the Queen of Bones, we also have the Coquette, which drives men to their extremes. Crazy love, okay? Is that you, Taurus? Are you driving men to their extremes? It says that you might be dealing with emotional distance, a minx, deadly lady. Alright. Uh-oh, we've got the broken heart card, but it's reversed. So we've got some kind of karmic love, and the Five of Pentacles reversed. Five of Pentacles reversed basically just says that this hard time can't last forever. It's got to come to an end soon. So let's take a look here. We've got the Boss Man card, which goes right with Meg, who is the Five of Swords. So you got the Five of Pentacles, the Five of Swords. So you're having troubles with the earth signs, and you're having troubles with the swords are, I want to say fire signs. Let me see. Can't remember. Swords are air signs. Okay. So Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. So you might have some Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius who's the boss, who's, you know, maybe having some, those are the factors affecting your situation, okay? And then we also have a dominant lover in the, people that are like Grace Kelly or Eva Peron. Peron? I don't know how to pronounce that. The goddess, the mystic, otherworldly, serene, sultry. The opposite would be cold or stormy, so don't piss this lady off, okay? Truth seeker. A truth seeker. Alright, and it's got this super geek from, basically the idea with this card is not to judge a book by its cover, okay? The goddess. Alright, so let's take a look. I also made about 20 new Grimm cards. So I'm just dying to go ahead and pull one of these for you. Okay, so these are based off the original Grimm story tales. And it's not all of them. Some of them are my old ones, but these new ones are based on the original Grimm fairy tales. Super, super creepy. Alright, there's another one that says give people a chance. Alright, Hansel and Gretel may have been based on a famous baker whose rival was so jealous that she told the townspeople that she was a witch, and the rival, and they chased her down and burned her alive in her own oven. Okay, so yeah, that's scary. Okay, so Hansel and Gretel, we got that there. Not always what you think. So some of these stories may not be what you think they are. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a quick look. So your very first card is the Coquette and the Queen of Bones. So according to this, the Queen of Bones is an innovative, passionate leader with an independent streak. No. I'm sorry, that's the wrong card, y'all. Alright. The Queen of Bones is an ambitious, alluring leader who gets what she wants, and she loves attention, and she gets it. Whether you find yourself fighting with the Winchesters or facing a more mundane battle, the ingenuity and determination to see you through to victory. Alright, so but it's reversed. Okay, so that's the upright version. So that's going to tell you a little bit about what the card's about. But the reversed side is what applies to your answering of your question. And it says, has your confidence recently taken a blow? The Queen of Bones reversed represents someone who has lost their fire. If you are feeling uninspired, reconnect with your passions. Igniting your spark will help you to rediscover your self-confidence. Alright, so it also says that this lady drives men crazy. So it could be talking about you, Taurus, if you are indeed feeling this way. And for factors affecting your situation, we've got the Seven of Cups, and the Casanova. Okay, so as you can see, what I've done is I've made the Coquette and the Coquette. Coquette. Coquet. Okay, so this is the female version of the male card. And so the Casanova is a flirty man who is the lady killer, the player, and the Seven of Cups indicates Seven of Goblets upright indicates, when reversed, the Seven of Goblets tarot card indicates an unfocused, scattered state of mind. You are not seeing things as they are. No. Are you seeing things as they are? If you have some trouble getting clarity on a situation, take a step back. Center yourself, and when you calm down and focus, you'll be able to approach things with a much more clear mind. Okay, so it's telling you that you need to keep a grounded perspective when faced with multiple opportunities or choices. Grand vision and goals are great, but be careful not to get so caught up in your dreams and fantasies that you end up getting yourself in trouble. All right, so that's the upright version. That's where you're at. And like I said, it looks like you and your lover might be driving each other batshit crazy. Because it says that the shadow self is the deadly lady killer or the deadly lady. Alright, so the Coquette is the main answer to your question. He drives men to extreme, drives men crazy, and it might be making you feel like you're losing it. So if this isn't you, there's somebody that's driving a man crazy and emotionally distanced. Alright, so we know that the Five of Pentacles is all about you've been going through a really hard time, and you may even be dealing with some karmic love and a broken heart. It looks like you need stability. You're you're unable to stabilize your situation. You have all-consuming love, trauma bonded, and that is in your past. Okay, so now in your current fit situation, we've got Meg and the Five of Swords. Five of Swords. Or, I'm sorry, in this deck it's called the Five of Blades. And it says, the conflicted energy of the upright Five of Blades turns inward. You're struggling with something internally. Whether something isn't sitting right with your moral compass, or you're wrestling with a tough decision. If you feel overwhelmed, it might be time to take a step back and stop thinking about the situation for a little while. Thinking yourself into confusion and getting upset won't help you. We know this is true. All right, and it might have something to do with a boss man. Like, not just any boss man, though. A city man. Like, this is someone who's cultivated, civilized, very green, idealistic, and raw. Okay, so your future, we've got the Six of Bones, which bones are associated with wands, fire signs such as Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, and the Goddess is the card that goes with it. And it is an otherworldly mystic, a mystical lady. And she may be a truther, okay? So this has to do with the truther, the goddess, and it says, Though underestimated for his Leonard Skinner roadie aesthetic, Ash gains respect and admiration by putting his incredible intelligence to good use time and time again. The Six of Bones signifies a sort of recognition and achievement. When this tarot card comes forward in a reading, it's your time to shine. That's right. Alright, and then don't forget that your Grimm card was Hansel and Gretel, not the traditional version. I really strongly feel like there's somebody who's jealous of you. Maybe somebody that you work with, because look, it says this may have been based on a famous baker whose rival was so jealous that she told the whole town that she was a witch, and then they chased her down and burned her in her own oven. And this is the story that Hansel and Gretel is based off of. So talk about twisting that one up, right? Okay, possibly. That's a possible. But it was definitely a witch that was burned in her own oven, which is like very similar. Alright, so I have quite a few minutes remaining. So let's pull a Narcissist card. Alright, because it looks like you got somebody over here who is after you. And being that the Coquette is right here in your answering your question, it might be someone who's, you know, a blood-sucking minx. So who's trying to steal your business? Who's trying to take over? Maybe someone who's really throwing you for a loop, I bet. Okay, so I really gotta shuffle these good, because they are so hard to shuffle. They just do whatever they want. Taurus love, Taurus love. Alright, there's one falling out. Positive manipulation. Alright, so right in the answer to your question, we've got someone who is positively manipulating you. So this is like when someone uses money to get you to comply with what they want to do. They might say, oh, you need $800 to fly to so-and-so to see your long-lost grandmother. Let me help you with that. And then they expect you to comply whenever they need you. Okay? So this positive manipulation is... You know, I don't fall for that crap. I do not allow people to manipulate me. A lot of people do not like that. But, you know, oh well, go on down the road, Missy. That's right. Alright, so once you have been manipulated, you can recognize it a lot easier. How to detect a psychopath. They, number one, ignore you when you're upset. Number one, struggle to feel empathy. Amazing liars. They don't feel guilt. They exaggerate egotism. So their ego is a lot bigger than they really are, okay? Rules don't apply to me. In other words, they might just do whatever they want, whenever they want, not worrying about whether or not they put you in a bind. Behavioral chaos, impulsive desires, can't control their anger. If you are very, very careful, if you are very careful. Behavioral chaos, okay? Struggle with genuine emotions. Parasitic lifestyle. They are feeding off of someone else instead of doing their own thing. Disgust threshold is very, very high. Facial reactions. They do not have eye contact. Okay, so I watched a video recently that said that a lot of the things that would make you think that someone was lying, such as eye contact, may not necessarily mean that, because a lot of cultures believe, like, especially even like animal instincts. If you try to look a cat in the eye, it thinks that you're trying to dominate them and freaks out. Okay. So not always is no eye contact a sign of someone's lying to you, but especially in certain countries that people, like, if they're from another country, then it might just be out of respect that they're not staring you down, giving you eye-to-eye contact, okay? They don't notice if someone's in distress, like if a child's in distress, if you're in distress, if their mom is in distress or something, they're not gonna recognize it. Okay? Alright. Okay, and this one goes right next to the Seven of Cups. And the Coquette. Male, flirty, vain, player, cocky, lady killer. Alright, and then we've got the Five of Pentacles Reversed, which basically says that you're having, you have been having a hard time for a long time, but hard times don't last forever, and it's going to be okay, alright? Everything's going to work out, and your karmic love card goes with it, trauma bonded. So the narcissist card goes with this. It says constant breakups, bad patterns, unable to stabilize, all-consuming love. And your narcissist card that jumps out is the stonewalling. Alright? Ignoring you, shutting down, zero communication. That is the definition of the end of your relationship. If your lover is stonewalling you, or if you feel the need to not speak to your lover because it might cause some kind of massive fight, then that's going to be you stonewalling your lover. This is the four horsemen of the narcissistic breakdown. So it's a pattern that repeats itself until it destroys your relationship. Narcissistic mother. Alright, so the boss man, and this is factors affecting your situation, is Meg. Alright, this is another stressful type of situation. The boss man, or the cosmopolitan man, like somebody from the city who's like really like Superman, you know, you think of Clark Kent or something like that. Very idealistic, cultivated, civilized, and we've got the narcissistic mother card right here with it. How do you know if you have a narcissistic parent? Number 10, they criticize you. Number 9, maternal agnosticism? Antagonistic. Okay, characteristics. They antagonize you. They try to irritate you. They make you crazy. Parent only advocates for their child if it benefits them. You know, my mom never stuck up for me, but I feel like I really don't know why. I don't think she was a narcissist, but she just really wanted me to stand up for myself. Alright, number 6, jealous of a healthy relationship. So your parents, of all people, should be happy if you're in a positive, good relationship. They should have your back. They shouldn't be jealous of healthy relationships. That is a very big sign of narcissism. Jealousy is just bad, okay? Cut these jealous people out of your life. I don't care how you have to do it. Cut them out. It only rubs off on you and makes you cold, calculating, and mean. Your parents' mother was starved for attention. So typically, people that are narcissistic are only narcissistic because of the way they were raised by a narcissist. Fear of rejection, number 4. Number 3, callous and unemotional, lack of warmth, unavailability, ignoring emotional support. All right. Number 2, child believes that they could never be good enough. Number 1, narcissistic discipline, non-consistent love or hate. I have sacrificed everything for you. That is the kind of narcissistic behavior that is just not necessary. It's going to cause more harm than good. All right, guilting your children into doing what you want them to do. I really didn't have a narcissistic mom, but I definitely know how it feels to be treated this way, because I have had plenty of narcissistic people in my life who tried to take out their bullshit on me. Okay, so that one goes right there with the 5 of blades, which has to do with the conflicted energy of the upright 5 of blades. Okay, so this is reversed though, okay? I'm reading the reversed. You're struggling with something internally, whether something isn't sitting right with you, with your moral compass, or you're wrestling with a tough decision. If you're feeling overwhelmed, it might be time to take a step back and stop thinking about the situation for a little while. Alright, so the narcissistic mother card goes right next to this card and goes right next to the cosmopolitan man. And then we've got Garth over here. He's like the super geek, don't judge a book by its cover. And then we also have the serene, mystical, otherworldly lady who is just so sultry. The goddess card, aka the truther. And the narcissist card that goes along with that in your final outcome is the relationship killer, the vulnerable narcissist. Revenge, jealousy, vindictive behavior, narcissistic, never accepts responsibility, failure to communicate, distrust, leaves you feeling sad. Number 3, innocent people admit they're guilty. Number 4, no safe place to fall, reciprocity, security, overly dependent, loneliness, tension. Number 1, once walls are up, the trust is hard to regain. Number 2, beliefs and stress cause problems. Number 3, distorted thinking, bad information, paranoia, OCD, borderline personality disorder. Alright, so paranoia, misinformation. Bad information is like when they're lying to you and you know it. Paranoia, maybe it is they're accusing you of, they're just paranoid that something is going on where there's nothing going on. Or OCD, obsessively compulsively throwing a hissy fit about nothing. Borderline personality disorder. So the difference between bipolar and borderline personality, alright y'all, I'm not a doctor and it's been a minute since I looked this up, so you might want to not quote me on this, but I'm pretty positive that the only major difference is if you have days and days and days of depression, and then days and days and days where you're manic, 4 or 5 days down, 2 or 3 days up, 4 or 5 days down, that is bipolar. But if you have borderline personality disorder, then you have all of these ups and downs within one day. Okay? So you might be up and then down within an hour. Okay? So if you're having these major mood swings all day, every day, that is borderline personality disorder. If it lasts for a week at a time, a depression that is unable to break out of it for a week, that is bipolar disorder. And manic, usually first it's down and then it's up. But if it goes up and down, up and down, up and down all day, that is borderline. Okay, so I hope that this helps you to overcome any obstacles that you've been facing. If you are dealing with these types of narcissists, please go to counseling. There is counseling available locally that is at a discounted rate. Right there, you'll have to talk to, like, a lot of places do therapy based on, your income based. So you can definitely get that type of assistance, and it will definitely help. So if you are indeed struggling with these types of crazy situations, please get help. There's friends, family, loved ones, as well as doctors that can help you. Alright, Taurus, you know that I love you, and thank you so much for all of your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, especially those subscribes. If you want to subscribe to my channel, we've got this Tarot Illuminati deck that is still sitting right here, waiting for someone to subscribe to my Patreon. So when you subscribe, you will be entered to win. And right now I have no subscribers, so you're almost guaranteed to win it, right? Okay, unless someone else subscribes. Also, I have a lot of mandalas. After this is gone, I will be giving away hand printed and painted mandalas that are 3-dimensional. And as I get to more subscribers, I'm going to do wooden ones. So right now it's just paper, and it's not that expensive, but it's framed, it's beautiful, and it leaves a 3D effect. But if I can get to my 1,000 subscribers, I will give away wooden mandalas. Okay, once I'm monetized, I promise you, I will give away wooden mandalas that are thick like this. And with my snap maker, I can't wait till I have the money to make them. If y'all support me, I will support you. Please be sure to like, subscribe, share, comment. Tell me if this reading resonates with you. Even if it's negative and the negative reading does resonate, please let me know, because I just want to know if I'm helping people here. Thank you so much for your time, and y'all come back now.